First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The punter, Jake Bailey, on to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Hall. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And
oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. From the gun, Rodgers gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A run here with Hall, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. 15 yards through the air, and the Jets have a 1st down. Handoff. Here comes Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Not a great start by this running back here in the 1st half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. But I tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the 1st down, to get down and live to play another snap.
Second down and 8. They'll go again with Hall. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. Throwing, Rodgers. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board. From a little further back, here's second and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Third and goal for Aaron Rodgers. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Jackson out of the pistol. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
It's a first carry for the veteran Raheem Mostert. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
A first down throw for Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You know what they say, Mike, is the best third down play in the NFL? Don't get to third down. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a clinic so far here on their opening drive. 3 plays, 3 first downs, and now the question is, can they take advantage of this fast start and come away with some points?
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he will get into the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A give. Here's Hall. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. A tight end in motion now. On first down, they go right back to Hall. Not much develops there. He'll get this to about the 43. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers to throw. The open man is Wilson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. On the give, it's Hall. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Here's Rodgers. High throw, but it's reeled in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game. I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
A rod out of the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. The Jets will send out the field goal unit. This from 45 yards away. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Rodgers now. That's going to be caught. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert. And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. You talk about this Jets defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. A run with Mostert up the middle. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Now a give, running left is right. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now Hall to start the drive. Fights him off. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Taken down at the 47-yard line. The Jets are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hall want to give up the middle. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And he gets it down to the 32. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Back to the ground with Hall. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. Still going inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Straight ahead is Hall, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll go again with Hall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. They'll give to Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That is caught. And he's got this down to the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Rodgers to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Throwing is Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the tight end goes in motion left. Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. A handoff running left is Mostert. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Jackson from the shotgun. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A pitch out to Mostert. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Jackson flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Now Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
In motion, Hill. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now it's Jackson off play action. And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's to the 15, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards that time for number 14. Here's a give to Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. To throw is Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets get a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 74 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. Hall again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A gain of 8 and a 1st down. A handoff for Hall. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. first down right back to Hall. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. So the false start will back them up 5. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Allen. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Hall. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Hall again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Jackson now. Short throw to Smith. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Sheds off the tackle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards. A big play there on fourth. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They hand it off to Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On now the Miami field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And this one is right through, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Point after here coming up. And now it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt. Unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can it...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami. The try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Complete to Wright. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Into space at the 45. Now he's free at the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Short throw to Smith, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left. Here is third and quite a ways. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best.